Hi and welcome to the fifth and final video in this playlist, Yoga for Complete Beginners. We've gone through literally everything that you could need to know before walking into a yoga studio. If there's anything I've missed, maybe drop it in the comments and I might make a separate video about it. But the aim of this final video is to take you through your first full yoga session. So we've done music, footwear, what we wear, how to act, who the people are, what the vibe is, and now it's time for you to put all of that together, roll out a mat or a towel or something for you, and let's do a yoga session together. If you'd like to join me on the mat. Oh, we're creaky today. We're good. With confidence, people. So, if you'd like to join me on the mat, however you feel comfortable sitting. I like to sit with my legs crossed or with my feet together in butterfly if I'm feeling a little bit stiff. Some people might like to put their legs out front. You do you. This bit is where we sit how is comfortable. The thing that's important to us is the posture. Make sure that the back is nice and straight, keeping your natural curve if it's there, and then square the shoulders and roll them back. The hands can be wherever you want, and you can soften the gaze or close down the eyes. And at this point, we're just going to notice how you're breathing today. How does it feel? How are you? Have a check-in. See how the body feels. See where the stress levels are at. Sort of try and feel where you might be holding yourself a little funny. All at the same time, you're just starting to notice the steady breath. And almost without trying to, you will, I assume, immediately start to elongate that breath. So lean into that. Start to breathe deeper. Move the diaphragm, move the chest. This is not a stagnant thing. And make sure that the body is moving in tune with the breath. Start to deepen it and feel where it's filling and what's moving. Just start to come into your own body. Let the body know that we're going to stop whatever it was you were doing 5 minutes ago and we're going to start relaxing. So while you sit and breathe, I'm going to walk you through what we're going to do first. From here, we're going to sit to the edge of their mat, not yet, and we're going to put our legs out in front of us in staff pose. This is putting the legs out nice and straight. The back is straight, the shoulders are back. The hands can sit on the floor next to the glutes or a little bit further forwards or wherever you like. But this is about sitting nice and straight. Some people who have tight hamstrings are going to feel this through the legs. But on your next exhale, I want you to go ahead and move into this position. Get there however you feel comfortable and find yourself sitting in staff pose. Once you get here, I'll give you a second. Perfect. Once you get there, I want you to do what feels comfortable with the feet. You can bend them towards you. You can point the toes to your face or to the wall. You can feel strength through the calves and through the quads and through the glutes. And you can push yourself up using the glute muscles. Square the back. Tense the abs. Tense the core. And I want you to sit as this beautiful right angle. I mean, we're humans. I'm not going to look perfectly like a right angle, but I am my best approximation of one. Oh, if I push the feet back, I can feel that right down the back of the legs. And I want you to breathe in this position. I'm not asking you to sit and just breathe sitting up. I want you to tense through the legs, clench the glutes, keep the core tight. This is an active position. And I want you to breathe just 2 or 3 breaths here, holding this strong position. You should be tensing the core, almost like you're crunching. You should be doing something with the toes that makes you feel it in the legs. This is quite tasking if you get it right. If you're struggling and you need to take a small bend to the knee, I've got some guys who come to yoga and some girls who really struggle with having the legs out straight. So take a slight bend to the knee and feel the weight pull them down. As long as you can feel that stretch across the back of the legs. Oh, and then that nice Straighten us through the back, roll the shoulders. This is where we're breathing. I'm going to move out of this. You're going to stay there for a minute. Oh, my goodness. Don't envy you that this morning. It's morning for me. So, from this position that you're now currently breathing in, we're going to move from there into a cat-cow position. We've touched on this earlier in the videos, but if you've jumped straight to this for a really, really beginner-friendly first-time yoga flow, you're going to find this super simple. I can talk, I promise. So from here, I want you to go from that seated position, and on your next exhale, I want you to release the tension from the legs, from the feet, from the back, from the shoulders. And then I want you to move, very nicely over into a tabletop position. So tabletop is our starting point for cat-cow. I've heard people say that your back needs to be completely flat. But the problem with that is that everybody's arms and legs are a different length. I have relatively long arms, which make it look like my tabletop is, tilting down towards the back. So long as the hands are centered under the shoulders and the knees are centered under the hips, and we feel like a nice, big construction of right angles, this is the right pose. From here, you can point the toes, you can tuck them under, you can tense the glute, you can put some pressure through the core, push against yourself, and take this position. From here, with the breath, you're going to breathe in. And on the in-breath, you're going to curl the back up, you're going to tuck the pelvis under, you're going to tuck the head as far down as you can. I apologise for me getting louder, the microphone's down there. And then on the exhale, we're going to go in the opposite direction. We're going to dip the back. We're going to tilt the pelvis up. We're going to allow the head to rise up and look as far up as you can. And then in your own time and with your own breath, you're going to take yourself through this beautiful movement. So you're going to breathe in. Then you're going to breathe out. You're going to continue doing that for a number of breaths. So you keep going. And here, you should be able to feel the tension through the lower back that might have built up over the last couple of days. Some people feel it in the wrists, where their weight is pushing down through the ground. But this is a beautiful opening movement that allows you to move the hips and allows you to round the back up and down. You can roll a little on the shoulders if you'd like to add some extra movement in there, so you can be going down and you can roll down and you can come in up and you can roll the shoulders. That feels really good. But your position here is just to breathe with your own breath in time with yourself and allow yourself to move through these really nice positions. That's perfect. And in just a moment, after you've taken another breath, you're going to breathe in, and on the exhale, you're going to find yourself back in that structured tabletop pose. Nice right angles, a tense glute, a strong core, looking down or slightly ahead, wherever feels comfortable for you. And then from there, you're going to join me, standing on the mat. Oh my goodness, there's someone looking in my window. I'm going to close my curtains. Oh my goodness, what a shy boy. No looking. This is not a show. Oh, what a silly thing to say when I'm literally making a little show. Now, you found yourself in this standing position, and we've done this before. You're going to feel the ground with the toes. You're going to feel the ground with the heels. You're going to make sure the feet are flat. You're going to keep them underneath the hips. So hip width apart, we would call that. Always struggled with that. And then we're gonna really feel some strength through the legs. And we're gonna do that first by tensing the glutes. I want you to squeeze them things together like you're trying to crack a walnut. And then push down through the legs. Tense the core, square the shoulders, roll them back, bring the hands down, and find yourself here in mountain pose. Hands facing forward, legs tight, core sturdy. You want to feel tall and strong and ultimately grounded to the floor. I want you to feel like you're really connected. You can move those toes. You're not going to wobble because you are strong and grounded. You can feel it through the legs, through the glutes, and breathe here. Feel the way that the breath pushes against the tensed core. Feel the way that when you breathe in, the glutes come up further, they crush upwards, and the legs, they tense as the glutes crunch. This is a very strong movement, hence mountain pose, I assume. Strong, sturdy, grounded. This is you. And from here, you're going to breathe in and out. Deep breaths. Take that breath with you. Now, if you've got some blocks nearby, or if you need them, or if you don't, that's fine. We're going to take ourselves from this mountain position you are currently standing in, and we are going to exhale on your next exhale, and we're going to hinge at the hips and come forwards down towards the ground. So we're not curling the back here, we are pivoting like Ross Geller. There we go, all the way down and find the floor. You can use blocks to do this. Don't come down further than is comfortable. I'm going to go side on. You stay there, right? Just for a different angle. So from here, from the hips, we are pivoting down, straight down. Let those blocks fly in the ground, or your hands, or you can run the hands down the legs to where you feel comfortable. When you start having to roll that back, that's where we're going to stop today. So I'm going to come down here and put my weight on these blocks. And we're going to breathe and maybe pedal the feet here and there. This feels good. And we're going to breathe into this forward fold. And then in a moment, when you're ready, you're going to take a big deep breath in and you're going to come up. And then when you breathe out, you're going to come back down into this position, but a little bit further, if that's available to you today. If it's not, don't. But here we go. Deep breath in. And a breath out. Remember not to lock the knees out backwards. We don't want that. Keep a small bend to the knees and find yourself coming all the way down to the ground. Here is where you will get to in time. You're coming down to where you are comfortable. If that's here, beautiful. If it's here, you're doing a great job. If it's here, we've got some work to do, but I'm still impressed. But we're coming all the way down. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can stand on the fronts of the hands, or you can wrap the fingers around the toes. You can mess around with the floor a bit. You can adjust your blocks. You look after yourself, but take some movement. Maybe sway the hips a little bit. Feel what this feels like while breathing deeply. And when you're done down here, feeling some movement, feeling the ground, feeling your shins, feeling your knees, wherever you're at, I want you to take a big deep breath in, and we're going to come back up into mountain pose. When we come up, it's not quite the same as going down. We pivot down, but we roll up. So from here, we tuck the pelvis under, and then the spine rolls like it's clicking the vertebrae up. Head and shoulders last. And you're going to find yourself, get out of here, bricks. You're ruining the aesthetic. And you're going to find yourself back in this beautiful mountain pose. The feet are here, a hip width apart, the legs are strong, the glutes are crunched, the hands are down, the head is forward. And here you find yourself. Perfect. And breathe. Maybe if in this position you need to, you could take a little back bend. You can put the hands on the lower back and you can just very gently push that through. We've done quite a lot of lower back bits today, rolling in cat-cow, coming down into that forward fold. It's sometimes nice just to loosen the back out and move a little bit. And you can do that in mountain pose. That's up to you. And from here, when you're ready, you can take your last big deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can come back down and join me on the mat. So, we're not quite done, but we're close. you're going to find yourself seated. And we're going to put the right leg forwards and the left leg, we're just going to bring it up here, or where's comfortable. But we want to try and put the sole of the foot against the leg somewhere. Okay? And then from this position, we're just going to lean forward a little bit, stretching the back of the outstretched leg. Try not to twist the body too much. We're just coming forwards. If you can go further and walk those hands forward, you're welcome to do that. But this is more about just letting everything go a bit and stretching out that lower back. If you point the toes at yourself, good grief, it can feel really good. Okay? I apologise, I've had black socks on today. All right? And then when you're ready, breathe out and swap those feet over. There we go. Now then, left leg out, right leg with the I was going to say the palm then, the sole of the foot against the leg, wherever that is comfortable, and come down that leg in a nice forward fold. You should feel it at the bottom of the back. If you point those toes back at yourself, good grief, you're going to feel that down the back of the leg, and that's the joy right there. That's the yoga. That's the good feeling. That's where the body is going, that's the bit we need to look at. That bit's tight. Sends those signals up to your brain going, whoa, 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 chill out. And that's the bit. And then we can find that and we can push against it gently and in our own time in a way that makes us feel better. And then these stretches become easier and longer and deeper. There we go. Breathe out and then find yourself laid down in Savasana, in corpse pose, across the mat. Get yourself some socks if you want. Get yourself a blanket. Feel comfortable lying down. I like to put my palms against the floor. And then from here, we're going to imagine the sky and the clouds. We're going to imagine rolling green hills. And we're going to treat more intrusive thoughts like those clouds. If you start to think about something that you need to do, or not being, very comfortable lying in silence, just allow those thoughts to come and go and take the mind back to the hills and the clouds. I want you to breathe, blowing out all of that used energy into that sky that we're looking up into. My eyes are closed, but you get what I mean. And then you're going to take 2 minutes for yourself. Just for you. You're going to think about how clever you are for putting this on and actually doing a yoga video. Or even better, you're going to congratulate yourself to getting to the end of a 5-video complete beginner's course for yoga. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to feel accomplished. Take a minute. The ambience in here tonight is great. Tonight, it's the morning. Take some small movements. Move the fingers, move the toes. Start to bring that movement back to the body. The body is now very aware that the yoga is over, or almost over. You can take some sways to the knees, or you can take the knees in and hug them and roll the floor against the lower back, whatever you need to do. And when you're ready, you can join me seated on the mat, joining me where we started, however you're comfortable with that beautiful posture that we started with. Feeling strong, feeling tall, feeling accomplished. Say well done to yourself. Take a huge, big, deep breath in and blow it out. Well done. You smashed it. If you enjoyed this, we're going to do more. Lots more. There's going to be different videos for different times. I'd like to do a 30-minute morning flow, or, a 20-minute hangover flow. I don't know. Whatever crops up in my life is what I'm going to make videos about. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, follow along, and one last time, well done. You genuinely smashed that. And thank you for joining me. This has been really cool. Cheers.